DMH Way Skill of the Month Stories. 5S with Valerie Hume.
And so now we're going to dive into the 5S's
Okay.
a little bit. And so, Val, we understand that, this has existed before us, but thinking about the 5S's and for folks who are watching and you don't know what the 5S's are, I'm going to get into this because so we're all on the same page, right? So the 5S's, it's about keeping a clean work environment, uncluttered, safe, well organized, and it reduces waste and increases productivity, right? So thinking about that and thinking about, we know the skills have existed long before DMH Way started doing these things, right? But with that in mind, can you give us maybe about a 2-minute story or relate in some way that you have used the 5S's in your career to help somebody, or maybe somebody has used the 5S's to help you?
So I like to think about the 5S's when we come into a situation where, and it's overwhelming. Like, we have way more to do than what we can possibly do, right?
Right.
And I think about when I was the director of the Division of Developmental Disabilities, and I was going around and I was doing office hours with everybody, and I was just come in and talk to me and tell me what you're doing or what you're not doing or what is overwhelming or what. And I mean, I got some stuff from that, but one of the things I got, like a takeaway thing, and it did that also kind of changed the way I approach a lot of things now. But we were payee, and I was at St. Louis Regional Office. I was in the Wainwright building. It was Friday at probably like 3:00, and I had a case manager, and she was looking very frantic, and she's like, "Okay, well, I wanted to come and talk to you, but now I got to go because I got to take this $20. She's got $20 to an individual that I'm the case manager for because St. Louis Regional Office is the payee for them." And I'm going, why are we? I have case managers with degrees that are, figuring out the best life for folks. And I don't need you taking $20 to somebody for the weekend. Somebody else should be doing that. So, and I mean, think about all the time that takes. Like, I mean, there's the bureaucrat of me is thinking of all the accounting paperwork that you're going through, and then the driving that you're going through, how inefficient it is for this person that I need functioning at this level is doing something that is very important to the individual that she supports.
Right.
And it's a great opportunity for her to see that individual, but that is not what I need her doing. I need her doing her job at the top level that she can do her job, and this is not something that falls into that category. And so we made a decision at that point. Well, we talked about it quite a bit. Why are we the payee for all these people? And, well, it's because we've always been the payee for all these people. Well, we are not getting more employees, and we are draining our employees with this work, which they're going to do because it's so important for the individual so they need that $20 so they can go to the movie or whatever they're doing. But so for me, that was me just being out there and seeing that one of my jobs is to look at what we're doing, make sure we're operating at the highest level we can do. And sometimes that means we're not going to do some things that we've always done. Because I'm not going to get more people to help you. Your caseloads were not going down at that point. Caseloads were up. And so how can I help you be the best at what I really need you to be doing? So when I think about the 5S's, I think about it more like, not like clutter on the floor, but like clutter in how you operationalize your day.
Processes.
Thank you, processes.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
What's really neat about that is you just combined the 5S's with one of our previous, or the S's with the 5 Ys.
With the 5 Ys,
yeah. You just seamlessly
they go
put that
together
in together.
so well, I think.
Because you went back, you said, why, and now let me organize it.
Now let's organize this, and let's create something that is truly, well, we could standardize this. We are not going to do this anymore. And now I've created something that is more sustainable for the workforce that we have, because that was not sustainable.
That's awesome.
And I mean, and then the accounting side of me is like, and I no longer have that like accounting risk out there that was an accounting risk. So
Yeah.
And you're reducing waste and hopefully reducing stress too.
Hopefully reducing stress. Now, people, I mean, that was a part of a job that people really did enjoy.
Mhm.
I know that because it was an opportunity to go and visit with the individuals you support and have good conversations. But whoa, that was a lot. I just feel like that is not what I need you doing.
Yeah.
I need you finding plans, living the best life kind of thing.
Yeah.
So, and I don't even know that we're completely done with that effort yet, but I know they continue to work towards that effort. And we're
Yeah.
still payee in facilities for state operated programmings. We are still the payee for a lot of our folks, and that makes
Right.
sense there. But
That's
for
cool.
somebody that you are maybe seeing once a month or once a quarter,
Mhm.
or it does not make sense for us to
Right.
be that payee always. But and I know
Yeah.
that made some struggles with spend down, and there's some other things there, but
Figure it out.
we'll figure that out. Let's
Yeah.
try this and see if this doesn't help us
There you
figure
go.
it out. Okay.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Well, thanks, Val, for
Yes.
sharing that. And for those of you who are tuning in for this, for the Skill of the Month, make sure you watch Val's full interview.
Contact us. For more information about the DMH Way, please contact us via email at dmhway@dmh.mo.gov or visit our website https://dmh.mo.gov/about/better-government/DMH-way. Thank you.